What's going on, guys? Sorry about that. I just tried to put one of these videos together in my tripod. I make all these on my phone. I'm sure you guys can tell the quality is not very well yet, but I'm getting there. Anyhow, my phone fell off. uh, so we'll have to see how I can go about fixing that. That was not good. I was in mid video and the phone just decided to fall off. Anyhow, this video I do not have a pet to show or to introduce you to. I wanted to make this video regarding the rats and the mice that we have breeding or attempting to breed over here. We do have some mice. They're not doing very well. When we picked them up, we picked up 8. We picked up 6 females and 2 males, and we're down to 6 now. Female died and a male died. Not sure what happened on them. Just one of those things, you open up to feed them and check on them and you find a dead one in there, so that's not good. We'll see how that goes. We don't have much luck with mice. 3 of them are pregnant, about to pop, so hopefully we can get some new ones to come after that. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, I don't know the lifespan of a mouse. I'm not sure how long they live or how long they actually produce. I know with a rat, they only produce for roughly a year, give or take. Excuse me. So that's what's going on with them. The rats, on the other hand, they're finally starting to do their thing. Back on June 2nd, we had 3 babies. They're almost, next week we'll be able to pull them away and put them in their own. We can probably pull them away now because they're eating food fine, but we're trying to get them to the 6-week mark before we pull them away, and that will be next week. Looks like that would be the 13th or 14th of next week we can move them. And of course, since I mentioned them, they start drinking water. That's the way that goes. Yeah, the mice aren't doing very well. They're not drinking a lot of water and they're not eating. I don't know what's going on. This is the second time that we've tried to do mice, and the first time ended up exactly the same as this. So we'll see how that goes. But for the rats, let me get back to the rats. Sorry, we got a little off track. Raymond's out doing things, and I got a leopard gecko down here, 2 of them that are in full shed. So it's pretty neat. It's neat to watch them 2 shed because they're different than snakes. They come off a piece at a time instead of the whole thing. Anyway, back on track. The rats are actually doing very well. So we had the 3, like I mentioned, that are getting ready to be weaned away from the mother. They're in very good shape. They're very healthy. They eat pretty regular. They don't miss water. They drink plenty of water. But last week, I believe, between the middle of last week and today, we've had 18 rat pinkies. So two mothers. One had 10, of course, and one had 8. Actually, we had more, but we used 3 of them, 3 pinkies for feeders. But anyhow, yeah. So we had 3 more, so that would put it at what, 21. So we had 21 in a week, 21 babies. I don't know if you can hear them chirping back there or whining, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, now we have 18 that are. Of course, we'll hold some of those back to keep our breeding stock going, but most of those will be feeders. That was the whole purpose on getting breeding rats, was to be able to self-sustain our snakes without having to make trips to the pet store every weekend, every Friday to pick up feeders. So it's finally starting to come around full circle. It's taken a while. We've had them for quite a while, so sorry if you can hear them cars outside. I live out in the middle of nowhere, and the guy that lives across the street is a mechanic, so he's always working on something. But anyhow, I got off topic again. We will have Sounds like somebody's stuck. Anyway, um, it's finally starting to work. The rat breeding is finally starting to work. We had them all when we got them. We had them all in one big house, and I think that might have been the problem. We had them like that for a month and a half, and they didn't really do much as far as breeding. But now that we have them all separated, 2 females to 1 male, they're starting to do a little better. So that's good. And yes, we have 2 females in each tote or bin, 1 male in each bin. So they're doing a lot better. So we're excited about that. It's going to cut down on our feed costs, believe it or not. All we have to do now to keep this maintained is we have to buy extra bedding, which is fairly cheap. I've been using Easy Pick bedding. It's very cheap. It's like $5 for a 50-pound sack. So that's a lot of bedding for 50 pounds for $5. And I've just been feeding them dog food and mixed in with I think I did a video on that the other day, mixed in with the pellets, the chunks, which those are kind of pricey unless you go to Walmart. You can get the blocks. They have little blocks that you can get from Walmart that are like $2 or $3. But as many as we have, it doesn't really last long. 1 pack goes, you'll be done with that in a day. So we mix it in with the rat food, or the dog food, I'm sorry. So we'll give them the blocks, and then we'll put the rat feed or the dog feed down in there, and they'll be able to have food all the time. So that's a good thing. And let's see what else. Something else I was going to say. I don't remember what it was, but I'm sure you can hear them whining. That's probably so they were born on 2 different days. So the one that had the most, was born 3 days prior to the newest born ones. So they're different ages by a matter of days. So that's good if you're looking for feeders. But yep, that's pretty much what I got, guys. That's all I got. I mentioned in the last video that we no longer have Sheldon. She was a corn snake. She was a butter corn snake. She was yellow. She was yellow and pink. She had pink eyes. So now we're down to 1 corn snake, and his name is Raymond. He's who I keep looking at over here. He's very active this time of the day for some reason. The rest of them, it's funny because the rest of them, when they hear me in here making a video or talking, they all come out. I can see the hognose sticking his nose out over there. The little female hognose must be sleeping. The leopard geckos, they come out. It's almost like they can feel me talking in here. I'm sure that they can, but I don't see any of the other ones out and about right now. But normally Link and Zelda, I'll go over there when I'm done, and they'll have their little heads sticking out of their hides. So it's pretty cool. It's been storming. I don't know. We've been getting a lot of rain, and I'm sure that's helping with the humidity. I'm not 100% on what that does for humidity inside of a home. I want to say our house normally stays about 35% humid. The summer times here in Mississippi gets a lot more humid. So we hopefully that'll help maintain, because humidity is a big deal for the snakes, which is not so much for the hog noses, and the ball pythons don't require a whole lot of humidity, neither do the corn snakes. But my boa that I have over here in our new Colombian rainbow boa, they require a good bit more humidity, so that'll help out when that starts. All this rain is probably helping them as well. So the rainbow boa, he's in quarantine right now. I mentioned that in the prior video as well. He's in quarantine right now. His bedding stays pretty wet. He requires a lot of humidity. I can't let his tote, he's in a tote because the plastic holds the humidity better, so he can't let his humidity dry out, or his tote dry out. He needs to stay in a pretty humid area. where Negan, my boa, um, he's in a glass enclosure, and I'm having to mist his bedding uh, twice a day. We got Reptichip in there, and it does a fantastic job, but it's just the screen top and the heat. It just evaporates the humidity in there, so, or the liquid in there. So I got him a fairly large water bowl, which seems to help too. So that's all I got, guys. It was just a quick update. Just want to let you guys know how the rats and the mice are doing. Unfortunately, the mice aren't doing very well. They all look very weak when you look at them. So I don't know how much longer they will be here. The rats are doing fantastic. I've got no problems with them right now. So that's all I got, guys. I will see you on the next one.